talk that out.
Yeah.
All right, so since y'all refuse to stop talking about this, Shan, if your husband cheated, right, and y'all were going through it, and he talking, he break it down, and you like, well, why did you cheat on me? Why didn't we just talk about this? He's like, but she ate my ass though. But Shan, she ate my ass though. Would you forgive him? Would you forgive him? Talk to me.
I don't forgive people. That's not my job. That's between them and God. Um, my husband wouldn't have to cheat. He wouldn't have to have himself in a position to cheat because he could tell me anything. He could tell me all his needs and his wants, just like I would. And along with your needs and the wants, we gonna have a discussion about the do and the don'ts. And if we can compromise on how can I get this need met, we gonna have that discussion. So there's no need for my husband to cheat.
Uh-huh.
I'm an open book.
There you go. Best way to be in a marriage. Shit. Back to the messages.
Dr. Dre had a prenup. Tell me how that worked out. Dude had a seizure, and he still had to pay her $2 million a month. Come on.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up.
I'm sorry. I hit the thumbs up when TBS was talking about there's too much risk for men. And I totally meant to do the opposite. I didn't even mean to touch that. First of all, statistically, men die faster than women, and they die even faster if they're not married. That's one. Two, you men barely want to take care of yourselves now. Don't want to cook for yourselves. Y'all want a woman that can cook and clean and do all this other stuff, especially when y'all making money. You think you're gonna want to do that when you got one foot in the grave? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? You clearly are a man that's been scored because statistically, and you could say, well, what a fuck statistics. Men do better now when they're women because most men don't act right until they got a woman in their life. I know plenty of dudes that usually walk around looking like a bum until they want to try to get a woman, and then even then they try to get themselves.
Sister Vondell.
She going off.
She's spitting these facts.
In terms of marriage for men, the brother was right. There's really no benefit or a small benefit. I think the only really benefit for a man to get married is maybe, granted, you don't get took for your money after divorce in the marriage, maybe some tax benefits, tax breaks, or, if you're super religious or whatever, or you don't want to have kids out of wedlock, or really the main, I think, reason most men say they want to get married or have a wife is because they feel like if they get married, then their wife is obligated to be faithful 100%. But a lot of times that's not true. You could still get cheated on. Some people have open marriages or whatever, but, and in terms of marriage, even for women, I'll be honest, I know like a lot of women say that they want to get married, but then I ask them, do you want to get married or do you just want to have a wedding? Because if that's the case, go to the courthouse. Would you get married without a wedding ring?
I would be one of those women out of the billions that would rather take um, the court approach with just me and the person I'm marrying, low key, nobody but me and him, and there doesn't have to be a ring. We can just go half on some acres. You can get that ring at any time during the fucking marriage. I don't understand why people put so much pressure on a fucking ring that you can lose at any time. That other entities try to make money off of, like insuring fucking jewelry. Way too much money, way more money than it's worth anyway. That's why I'm so for a regular, degular ass gold band for the man and for the woman, just like my grandparents had 42 years of marriage before they both passed away, right? I think this whole, the dress that you're only going to wear one fucking time is dumb as fuck. I think the whole idea of we're first getting married and let's have this big elaborate wedding where we have a DJ, all these fucking flowers that's gonna die in 3 days, all this food for people who I don't even fucking like and fucking know to come see us love on each other temporarily and get gifts that we did not fucking ask for, and then turn around and pay for a goddamn vacation that we're going to have and then come home and try to figure out how to merge our lives together is bullshit. I would rather get married quietly, not tell anybody, not have a fucking ring, but have property, something that's bringing in fucking money. And 5 years later, when we both learn how to mesh together, mesh our lives and our families together, and we see that we really in this marriage for the right things, the 5 year mark is our congratulations, you 5 years in, let's go ahead and do this wedding. Because people are in debt at the beginnings of their weddings, on top of the fucking stress of getting to know the person that they're marrying, and all that fucking pressure leads to people getting divorced 2 years later.
And those are just decisions that should have been discussed more thoroughly between the couples before doing that. But I'm gonna ask the men in the room this about marriage. I hear y'all with the prenups and the money, and it ain't nothing good for men unless, maybe your wife, might be faithful to you and then she can cheat. Everybody in this room need to remember, we're not going to be this age forever. You're
Right.
going to be 60, 70, 80 if you're blessed enough one day. Then your idea is going to be totally different because you can't go to the club. Your dick ain't working the way it used to. You're not in shape no more. Nobody cares about your ass because now you decided to be single forever. Don't have no kids to care about you. Don't have a woman to care about you. Living in the senior citizens home trying to fuck on Nessie, who's the senior citizen home slut. And she ain't giving you the back of the line for that. How your life looking now? Was marriage not worth it? Because there's another aspect that goes to that partnership. You know what I mean? Everybody's looking at the financial. You have to remember the shit that we hear is rich people problems. Now, unless everybody in this room is a millionaire or a billionaire, you ain't got that shit to worry about. Ain't nobody trying to rob you your fucking $50,000 a year. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, who the fuck you think you are? You know what I mean? Like, listen, even if you make decent money, you ain't making Dr. Dre money. Now, if you are making Dr. Dre money, okay, say what you say. You will never be alone because there will always be somebody around trying to get money off of you or to fuck you because you who you were and all the great things you did for hip hop and all of that because you're famous. But if you're just a regular smegular dude, one day you are going to be 60, 70, 80 by the grace of God. And all this talk about, the financial lead, that. I want to be in the club. I'm trying to get these bitches. All that shit's out the air, bro. Now you
Right.
old. You got the shaky lips. The pudding lips. And guess what? Now your Parkinson's ass can't even feed yourself soup because you didn't want to take the time to find someone who would love you unconditionally because you were scared she's going to try to take away your fucking $50,000 a year.
Listen,
Right.
there's a
Like
lot of
the kid would say.
there's a lot of single men of all ethnicities in nursing homes and having nurses come by the house and bathe them 3 to 4 times a week because they weren't ready for the women that came into their lives. They didn't think the right time. They didn't think that she was the one. And I'm not saying, men, hurry up and get somebody so you can have a body in the house. I'm not saying that.
No, not
but
for every.
If there's a woman that is for you, compromises with you, will bend with you, will grind with you, and she's showing you in action, don't sleep on her.
Eventually, somebody going to have to wipe your ass, brother. We ain't even talking about eating ass. Well, somebody got to wipe your ass.
Yes.
And what you going to do then? Not all of you niggas is Hugh Hefner. Life ain't working that way for everybody. You ain't going to die with a bed of Playboy escorts running around you and having orgies every day. That's how your life gonna go. So just think about it from that point of view. Get old.
Okay.
Get old.
So I want to start this list because these messages ain't dying.
Yeah. Yeah, we're about to just go. Let's go ahead.
So I made a list of things women can do to show a man that she's interested. First thing you could do as a woman is learn about the man you like. Okay. When I'm interested in men, I learn about what they like, why they like it, where they from, what they hate, just so I know how to steer the discussion, whatever discussion I have when I have it.
Yeah.
good eye contact with people. Stop being in your phones if you know somebody's around that you like. Pay attention, observe them. Maybe you know that, before he comes into work, he likes to go to this fucking coffee shop in the morning. Randomly go to the coffee shop and ask him, what's your opinion on this that I'm ordering? Do you think it's good? Start a conversation, make him see you for once if it's his first time seeing you, and then get in the habit of seeing you. What I like to do with men that I like or I think are attractive is I like to bump into them on purpose in a playful way. Okay. It sounds childish, but that shit be working.
That office erections, you try to get niggas fired. See, just
you might brush the titty on their arm real quick and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
The office erection, Karen gonna walk by and be like, "Jerome, put that away." And now Jerome lost $50,000 job. You bumping up.
You can ask the man's opinion on things before you do them. Like, you might be at work and be like, "Man, I need to get a new such and such. What you think about this? I'm trying to decide between this and this." And once they see that you value their opinion, or you ask them about your outfit today, "Do you think this goes together?" You know it goes together, but you just want to see what he thinks, and you want to show him a little thighage. You might act like there's different things you can do to let a man know that, why she gotta come over here? She gonna come over. "Oh, hey, what's up?" Like, they see that shit. If he has common sense, he knows.
Yep, they have the right to. Just like we have the right to express our opinion. That's all we're saying. Next message.
Beautiful women are pursuing on the app. That's what they do. Use the internet to pursue. That's how they get them. On the app, that's how they get us. They pursue on there. They might leave you a message if your body's hot, if you had your shirt off, if you're sagging your fucking pants, and they'll text you or whatever on the app. And that's how they're doing. There's no more meet and greet and saying what's up, but they're talking to you on this fucking app. Any dating app, that's what these hot girls are doing. And hopefully it's not some pay to play, because 9 times out of 10, that's what it's about sometimes. At least you could get the one night stand off, and that's it. But you probably gotta pay for it.
Horrible.
Sounds like you're still using those phone call chats. Homeless love duck. That's what he said.
Chan.
Yes.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I'm sure you've heard that before.
Yeah.
So I think beauty within always trumps beauty without, beauty on the out. But given that, I've seen you, and you are gorgeous, actually.
Oh, thank you.
Love your vibe, but actually, on the outside, you're a beautiful woman.
Oh,
you are beautiful.
Thank you.
Peace.
Well, is that a potential love connection we got going on?
Wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah, were you on Bended Knee, good brother? Let us know. Send us the picture.
Well, here's what I would say about women who I think some men might look as wifey or marriage material. Sometimes, or a lot of times, it's not even necessarily about how attractive or sexy you are. Sometimes it's about other qualities. It could be about personality, how good of a mother or potential mother you might be, how caring and nurturing you are, your soul, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these qualities are good marriage material qualities from my perspective. But we look at celebrities so much that we get skewed in our perspective. Like, niggas marry Kim Kardashians and Amber Roses now. Even if they get divorced, they marry them. You look at somebody like Denzel Washington. You barely even ever see his wife. She's just a regular woman. That doesn't mean she's unattractive, but he married a wife. He didn't just go for the bad bitch and then marry her, regardless if she's a slut or not.
Facts. Yeah. I don't know what Denzel Washington's wife ass looks like. I've never seen her pussy lips. I've never seen her nipples, but the woman is gorgeous. He respects her. He's always honoring her in a right way. They have grown sons who are also pursuing great careers. I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, and that's old school shit. You know, before Denzel said, "I won't even do love scenes in my movies out of respect for my wife." For my wife, ladies and gentlemen, clap it up for these gems we've been dropping on y'all and opinions, Courtney, that we've been giving throughout the night. Make sure you follow myself and She Gets It. We do this from time to time.
Yes.
I should be like every couple of weeks. But we come on and we drop some gifts for y'all and have great shows with a lot of content and controversy where we interact with the crowd. And we're doing that now, trying to get through all these goddamn messages. So, we can make sure everybody's satisfied. We're going to keep playing them. But, appreciate y'all contributions.
Shout out to all my fans, walk that walk. It's getting in the building and shit. I'm about to have like 3 followers coming in and shit. I gotta still get up to 493. Holla.
Putting in that work.
Well, hey, I'm sorry, guys, but I am literally just responding to the words that come out of your mouth. Dungeon, you literally said, I don't want my daughter pursuing no man. I teach her, I tell her, you don't go after no man. I teach her the men, these are the men you stay away from. Like, you literally said that, which is what provoked my response. So I am sorry if what I'm saying doesn't align with everything that you guys actually believe in. But if that's the case, maybe you need to be a little more cognizant about how you're actually wording what you say, because literally I have just been responding to the actual words that come out of your mouths. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, Courtney, you got it. You asked for this. So when I said that specifically about I'm going to tell my daughter what type of men to avoid, it's because I have seen more than enough women in my lifetime, dated, dealt with, and experienced and witnessed more than enough of them making terrible mistakes in the minute they choose for very simplistic reasons. And all I'm going to do is give her fatherly advice as to how she can avoid making these mistakes, because it seems like a lot of women out there don't believe in following what history has shown them, and how you can't change a man, you will never be able to change a man, and he won't change until he's ready to. So I'm going to teach my daughter that and explain to her that could help her process out. I did not say I'm going to choose the man for her. I didn't say that I'm going to tell her she has to marry this guy. I'm not having an arranged marriage for my daughter. I don't feel I need to be this in depth with every fucking thing I say because you need that kind of clarity. Everybody in this fucking room knew what I meant when I said I'm going to give my daughter advice on what type of man she needs to deal with. It didn't mean she will not have a choice as to who she gets to be with. It meant I'm going to help her and guide her through this process called life, which is what a lot of you punk ass parents nowadays ain't doing. And that's why you got all these soft bitch ass kids running around here shooting up schools and doing all this emotional shit because y'all won't talk to them and guide them the way they goddamn need to be guided. And y'all better clap it the fuck up for that, because that's some real shit that's going on right now. And it's because of people saying things like Courtney says, where it's, you didn't say it the way I needed to hear it. And look, motherfucker, I said what needed to be said to stop something negative from happening. And that's what I'm going to do with my child. As guess what? You get to do with your child or children if you have children now. But what I'm not going to do is be a product of this society and bringing more soft-ass children in this world that live off of and get off on participation trophies. Because that's what the problem with America is right now. And if anybody follows and listens to me, they know exactly what that means, and I'm not going to break it down for you, Courtney. Thank you very much.
A whole nother show. Another thing with our show tonight is my phone is on 30%. We've been on here since 9:00. I want to get through this list and I want to hear y'all messages. So I'm gonna run through the rest of my list of what women should do. pursue a man, and then we can just play these messages out. But I don't want the phone to die during the show.
Gotcha. All right.
All right. So on my list I have women just need to be confident. Like, if you confident, that does more than what's needed for a man, period. I think women should be 100% themselves. They don't need a representative when you talk to a man. Okay? So the broom lashes, take that shit the fuck off.
Yeah,
The
please.
extra ass hair, take that shit the fuck off. Like, the more realistic he's getting an idea of who you are when you don't have, the better. I'm not saying just go outside in a t-shirt with stains on it and your hair looking a mess and holes in your clothes. I'm not saying that, but some women just do it too much. Y'all casket ready every day.
Casket ready.
Okay? Y'all should chill. I've never seen a man that was like, oh, I was going to talk to her, but she didn't have longer lashes, so I just said, nah. No, man, just talking about that shit, and y'all going too far with these goddamn lashes. The next thing on my list is women, just be fucking happy and be inviting. Don't start complaining or being needy for attention. That shit is whack.
Yeah.
Definitely. Men know when you're not really having a problem. Men know when you're being extra as fuck for attention. And men that manipulate love that shit because they think, oh, I want to play the game too. Okay? So if you're not looking for a man that's going to manipulate the situation, stop manipulating him from the beginning. Next thing on my list is mind your manners. Okay? He ain't the homie. He ain't the bruh. He ain't my N-word. Okay. Don't talk to him like that. None of that dick talk. That's dick talk. That's what his friends will say to him. His friends that have other dicks, that's how they're going to approach him. Stop talking to the man you want like you his homeboy. Okay?
Yes.
Cut that shit out. And men, stop talking to your girl and your fiance and your wife like she your homeboy. I understand that y'all have a very close relationship. Y'all might be best friends, but y'all also lovers and companions, and y'all in a marriage where it's man and wife, so act accordingly. Period. Next one is dress well, women. Good hygiene is a plus. Comb and wash your hair, your own hair, okay? And this gem right here, people are fucking attracted to people who take care of themselves.
Say it louder for the people in the back, please.
People are attracted to people who take care of themselves. So men that take care of their teeth, I love them. Men that take care of their hair, I love them. Men that work manual labor jobs, maybe they're a plumber, maybe they're a mechanic, and they take care of their hands, and I don't see no grime and dirt under their nails when they approach me, I appreciate it because I know that takes much effort. Men that understand, like, I want to retire when I'm 50 and I got my retirement already set up and he working, I respect it because that tells me you're planning long term. You got future plans. Men that don't know where their social security card is in their 30s, don't fucking talk. Men that gotta call their moms for their birth certificate when they in their 40s and they got kids, don't fucking talk to me like your shit is not in a row. You shouldn't be pursuing no women until your shit is correct.
Whoa! Get him!
All right. Next, I think women should pay attention to the man's emotions when he sees her. Okay? Body language doesn't lie. Facial expressions don't lie. If they give you good vibes, pick up on that shit. If they don't give you good vibes, stop pursuing. Okay? You're making something happen that shouldn't happen. And lastly, don't overthrow yourself, Adam. Men like a challenge, not an overtaking. And that's it. I think those are good steps for you to pursue in a womanly way the man that you want, if that's your thing. If that's not your thing, then you can be like me and magically wait for your man to appear in that ready day one day. But I don't have any problem with the woman pursuing a man, but I have an issue with women who were told no, that are aggravating a man and wanting a man to be physical because it's some type of fucking kink, and then they play victim later. I have a problem with that. So if a man does not want you and he verbally said he does not want you and he has shown no action towards you to attract you, girl, get the fuck on. Get.
Yeah. And well, that was a great list, obviously. I don't know if I didn't know if I missed this one part. Last thing I was going to just throw in to piggyback off that list is women and men who acknowledge that you will put your careers ahead of your whole dating life
Mm-hmm.
and continue to do it, even though you met somebody you're interested in. Stop that shit. Take fucking time to deal with the person you're interested in. Stop the whole. I'm acknowledging that I put my career on the front burner and I have missed out on a lot of great opportunities in my dating career because I've been a career person. But now I realize I need to make more time for that. And then you continue to work your ass off all the time and not slow down. You can make some fucking time for one person. Ain't nobody, listen, you're not dating another person that ain't got no job. We both going to be gone throughout the day on the week. But on the weekend, sit your ass down and make some time for me. Show some interest, or else you're going to be 60, 70, 80, talking about my career has now been taking care of me through my older years and has to masturbate me off because I'm lonely and in this nursing home eating pudding. You think about that shit, Mr. Career, ass-oriented all the goddamn time. That job ain't going to care about you later on. Remember that. Make time for yourself. It's a career. Like, ain't nobody saying quit your job to date, but Jesus Christ, make a little bit of time for yourself. People,
especially if you have kids, that's a responsibility. Just because you can afford to send them to private school, they need for nothing doesn't mean they don't need you.
Yes, please believe it. All right, we're gonna try and get through these messages.
I'm on 28%, so we can get through some of these messages.
Yeah, I'm gonna play as many as I can. Hopefully, no slick shit that's gonna make us go off on you. Next message.
Yo, my guy, attention is currency for women. That's not a maybe, bro. That's 100%. This girl I used to talk to over the summer asked me, "Oh, do you like me?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" She's a beautiful, beautiful girl. We were talking about. I was like, "Yo, why are you still on these apps out in these streets a year later?" And she goes, "Well, every now and then if I need to get cheered up, I'll go on and see about my comments." Yo, I start dying laughing, yo. I'm like, yo, you out here need battery on need, go to the apps and get your courage and your self-esteem back. This shit is crazy out here.
Yeah, no, he's right.
Yo, homeless love doctor, I'm a defend Shan here. Yo, if your girl says she just wants to get her back blown out by a different dude in front of you once every other year, would you do it? Nah, man. So cut the shit. Like, I'll have to defend her on that. And I'm not a caper. I don't do save a whole shit, but I agree with her.
Thank you.
Dungeon, I'm just gonna say, fresh showers is for eating the pussy too. Like, ain't nothing. The pussy tastes the best when it's fresh out the shower. Jesse, I don't know what you've been doing all day. Yoga, pee 3 times. Like, just destroys the visual for me. So I need a fresh shower.
If she got thick thighs, that pussy sweating.
Yeah, fresh out the shower. That's all. That's all we asking for.
Okay, I'll give you props for that. That's a good one. Really, eating ass isn't a priority of mine. Just been going back to that as an example, as that was a point of reference that came up in this conversation. Not by myself, by the way. I did not start the ass eating conversation. Just been referring to it is all. But that being said, no, I'm not opposed to eating a man's ass if that's what he so wants. Yeah, given that it's clean. Spread those fucking cheeks, baby. I'll do it.
Oh, there you go. Homeless love doctor. We got a match. Courtney's ready to
Jeez.
spread those dirty cheeks.
They're not that.
It better not be dirty.
Hippie B, I don't agree with most of what you said, but I will agree with the concept of what you said about vulnerability. You're right. Sometimes women will take vulnerability as in meeting their needs, which might be the antithesis of vulnerability. But you got to understand, man, most alpha men are not wired to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because it makes you look weak. But it's not about how you look. Really, okay, because we're talking about modern day shit. Vulnerability, even if we're not talking about men and women in relationships, like if you say, I'm a basketball player, but my knees and my ankles are kind of vulnerable, that means you can get injured and hurt. Back in the day, in the caveman days, man, when a motherfucking dinosaur or a tiger, a saber-toothed tiger, or a fucking lion was chasing you, you don't want to be vulnerable. You want to be ready and strong. The fuck? You got to protect, provide, and please. 3 P's, popping in peace, pimp. Yee.
And that tiger is my punani, and when it's chasing, handle that thing.
And she gets a podcast. I bigged you up earlier, gave you respect. But I will say this, and this is not disrespectful, but you keep saying, my husband this, my husband that, my husband will do this, or my husband will do that. Are you married? And maybe you have been, but are you currently married? Because when you're saying my husband, I think what you mean is in the future, my potential husband. So it's potential. It's not current reality. I'm just trying to clarify.
Yo, word police. Yes, that's what I mean. But the man I would marry would be along those lines. You are correct.
The word police.
Shorties, listen, I hear you, but I've been married. I've been divorced. If you're just talking about your anecdotal experience, or you've never been married and you're talking about it, be mindful that you're talking about it in theory. This is not theory. It's math. It's simple. You're talking about me living longer. That's actually not true. Men that are married are more stressed out as well.
Yeah.
Those statistics have a lot of things in them, and I'm good with statistics. I respect that. I do. But those things have a lot of things built into them. You know, dudes working risky jobs and shit like that too. But yeah, please, tell me if I will respect your position if you've been married and been divorced before. If you've never been married, say that, so then I could dismiss your whole argument.
Damn, I missed your name, but I loved your point. The difference between wanting to be married, wanting to be a wife, and wanting a wedding. Right on, man. Bring on the fucking courthouse. Bring on the courthouse ceremony. Fuck all that pomp and shit. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right on, man.
Facts.
You're right, man. A lot of people, you could get cheated on, but that's only the people the guys, normally it's the guy's fault, but normally females might do that because you're not willing to sacrifice what you're supposed to do. It's a lot of cocky niggers these days in a relationship. They be like, I don't eat the pussy. Like how females used to say, I'm not gonna give head. Like, there's a lot of cocky niggers that be saying that dumb shit. I don't eat pussy. But niggas that say that, there always will be somebody that does. A girl. Hopefully you didn't get replaced by a female. Hopefully you just got replaced by another nigga. But hey, back to the messages.
Hold your ERs, Lord.
Jesus.
I feel like all you men who keep saying there's no benefit for a man getting married are a bunch of whores, and y'all just want to stay whores, and y'all want to just be able to sleep with whoever. Y'all not thinking about being fathers and taking care of a child in a double parent home. Y'all want to just be out there with no responsibility and do whatever you want, which is, I guess, to a degree where y'all come from, because most of y'all probably come from single parent homes where y'all think a woman should do everything, raising a kid, taking care of them, and the men don't have no responsibilities. So basically, y'all a bunch of fuckboys who want to continue to be fuckboys and never grow the fuck up and actually, hey, let me make sure that I have a good home for a family. Or you don't want to be a family. If you don't want to have a family, that's fine. Then you're not a fuckboy. But if any single one of y'all got kids and y'all talking that shit, I guarantee you y'all on child support.
Dang, Sister Vondell. Woo.
Ew.
God.
Matter of
Oh,
fact, if you've been married and then you've paid spousal support and child support as a woman, then you can talk to me, and then all of your points are valid. But if not, then you just talk bullshit because it's not the same thing. Y'all don't like spending your own money. Damn, y'all lose your motherfucking mind if you gotta pay. Holly Berry was paying her ex-husband $8,000 and out here losing her fucking mind, and she's a millionaire. Come on.
I lost my mind today when I had to pay $170 electric bill. I lose my mind every month when I gotta pay my phone bill because I think it's disgusting because I'm a mother. I have to use the phone. But yeah, I don't think women would talk so much shit that they talk if they had to pay out on the other end as much as men do.
Next message.
Well, personally, one reason why I don't often pursue men I prefer to be courted or pursued is because in today's society, if you go after what you want, like you see a man who has potential, he's hardworking, he's not a deadbeat, he's a protector, provider, family oriented, goal oriented, hardworking, and he has good hygiene and he, contributes to his family, whether it's washing dishes, taking out the trash, or, buying his mother nice gifts, taking her out to dinner, like, and has a good relationship with his father, or if not, he has good role models to look up to. Like, if you pursue a man like that and he's single, like eligible bachelor, like people will call you desperate and people will call you thirsty and they'll say, oh, like, what do you think you've done to deserve this man? Like, they'll question your worth or like your deservingness or whatever. But then they feel like if the man comes to you, he has ulterior motives because he's established already.
Man, fuck what these people think. What you want?
It works ways because when a woman meets a man and she's dating him for months and then she gets to a point where she wants to introduce that man to her parents, what is her brag? Her brag is what he does, what he got, where he's at in life, what he has to offer. So it works both ways.
Exactly. And you should never not pursue people or what you want just because you worry about what other people think. I do not give a damn. I don't give two shits about what. First of all, misery loves company. Remember that. So anybody that's sitting there, oh, what makes you think you deserve, like, motherfucker? Because I got standards. This is what I want. I'm gonna pursue it. Like, who cares what they think? Go on and get what you want, so you can be happy. They still gonna be miserable when you long gone and done and got your life going on and popping. Like, fuck them. Who cares what they think, man? Back to these messages.
You had me until you said, get you a ring. I think you said that. Now, I'm not trying. This is not a personal thing. I'm not trying to troll. A lot of people say, I'm not. I'm being serious, okay? Look, I'm not getting no girl, no ring, okay? I want to be a family with somebody, okay? But I can't even trust women because I've been with women, and the women that I was with, I'm the kind of man that, like, I let women come after me. You know what I'm saying? They had to come after me because I really was kind of shy in a way. But women, I had no problem getting a woman. But the thing is that there's these expectations, and like, I always made money. I always had my own shit. Okay. And the woman every woman I had just wasn't happy enough. But I personally think it's cause my dun wasn't big enough. Maybe it was cause I'm from the middle size group. And I'm not from the small size girl. I'm from the middle size. Nobody ever talks about the Jan Brady of the packages, the men's packages, but that's another story.
Mike, you better shut the hell up. I'm pro medium team, okay? Medium dicking, that is me. Because just because two big head kids came out of this punani doesn't mean I want a Godzilla dick all up in me every week. No, medium's medium. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And first of all, not to talk about your dick size, but these niggas out here with these 19-inch dicks ain't having the best sex because these women
No,
handle it. So don't think
no.
that Slim Dick is not being highly accepted all throughout the world. You know what I mean? Like, it's the best of both worlds, not too small, not too big. And it's what the vagina was made for. Now, you could be
Hello.
Donald Trump or you could be Wesley Pipes. You know what I mean? But like, don't be upset because you right in the middle. You know what I mean? You good, bro.
Because if it can't fit in my mouth, you better move it about.
Yeah, that shit's only cool in porn life. That shit ain't cool in
It's
real
not even
life.
cool in porn life. Like, sir, what you about to do with this salami?
It's impressive to see him take it though.
I hear you. She gets it. But I would just say, why get married and wait quietly and wait for that 5-year mark to see if you mesh? I mean, I would hope you would find out if you could mesh your lives together and if it would work before you would take that step to legally get married. But hey, we already know that I'm the little weirdo over here in the corner, but just a thought. Figure that shit out before you get married. And then get married quietly in a courtroom and celebrate it however the fuck you want to celebrate it. And yes, with the people that actually matter to you, not some big occasion with people that you don't ever want to see again.
Okay, so when I say get married quietly and then mesh y'all lives together, it's a lot. Like, when you get married, your insurance changes, your name changes, how y'all do y'all taxes changes, what we keeping, what we getting rid of. We get one big house, who's doing what. Like, all of that is a transition. Why the fuck would I go into that with $60K in debt from a wedding on top of the shit that we meshing together? Why?
People just come on.
And that's my point when I say I would want to see how our lives mesh together. I'm not saying I don't know shit about your family, you don't know shit about mine. Before we get married, we do, but shit gets different when you have to be with this person no matter what. And this is our shit. It ain't my shit. It ain't your shit. This is our shit. Holla. Your girl got merch. You already know where it's at. It's at www. There's 3 W's. whoisshan.com. Okay. I got my books are on that website. That is my personal website. You got the feed for the show for So What Page We On Bed. She Gets a Podcast and Cozy Womb Podcast. And if you go on the shops page, you will see all the shops. You will see Loudmouth Shop. Okay. You will see Cozy Womb Shop. You will see Who Is Shan Shop. You will see She Gets It Shop. And you will see Mama's Cozy Closet Shop. All right. So get some merch. All right. Because if it don't move, I move it. Because I like to move it. Okay. I'm not going to have no merch just sit. If it ain't moving, it's telling me that y'all don't want it. And I want to continually create something that y'all want. So back to the show, but don't say I never told you so. Boost. This is our problem. This is our solution. We putting our heads together for everything in our lives. It's different.
Let's go. Dang it. Hold on.
A lot of women, they don't want to look easy or naive or desperate or lonely or like thirsty or eager beavers, because people associate women approaching men as being easy, thinking that they're going to sleep with them on the first night, when oftentimes that's not even the case. For women who have morals and standards and all that and respect for themselves. So, and then with the man, if a man who is of means, respectable, established, well taken care of, independent, if he approaches you, then it's seen as he has ulterior motives. Like, what would he want to do with you if you have less than what he has? And I don't mean like spiritually. I mean like if you have like less material things than he does, like less necessities or even material things. So I don't know. It's kind of a catch-22. You're done if you don't. You're done if you do. Either you go after what you want or risk getting it taken by some other woman who may be less worthy than you are.
Yeah.
Okay, two things.
Mhm.
One, people need to be secure before they get into any type of relationship, way before that marriage.
Yeah.
Two, if I date someone who happens to be a millionaire and I don't have millionaire money, I'm not gonna be insecure as to why he's with me, why is he picking me, because I'm shitting on my own opportunity of actually enjoying this person honestly, right?
Mhm.
And three, no one can take anybody from you. They're making a choice to be pursued.
Yes, exactly. Please believe that. Please believe it. Back to the messages.
I'm glad you said that, Dungeon, about marriage, and you probably will get to this message later, but, you know,
Wait,
without romanticizing this whole shit about quote unquote love, because what the fuck is love? You know what I'm saying? You know, people talking about, oh, if you love your partner, you'll do whatever they say. No,
Nope.
man. And, you know, sexually, that's not in love. That's in lust.
Yeah.
So really, like you said, once you get older, you know, because when you're in your teens and your 20s and your 30s and your 40s, and especially once women get in their 50s, menopause, 60s, 70s, how much does sex even fucking matter? Who's gonna rub, you know, fucking ointment on your knee? Who's gonna change your diaper?
Yep.
You know, who's gonna push your wheelchair?
Thank you.
Especially if you don't have your kids to do it, it should be your spouse. So that's what real love is. When sex don't even fucking matter no more, or does money.
Listen, who's going to lift up my titties when they really start drooping and put powder under them? I can't wait until I get to gum down my husband because my teeth is on the night table.
Well, getting old is the goal, man. Come on. That's why I had to bring it up. I'm like, everybody talking about right now, what we talking about right now for marriage. I'm like, marriage is for the long term, literally. The long, when you get down to the 70s and 80s, you know, like I just witnessed both my parents catch COVID. You know, fortunately, they were there for each other. You know what I mean? My mom saved my dad's life, truth be told, because of how bad he had gotten. And we got him to the hospital just in time. You know, they both recovering now. But, like, that's what you need someone for. You sit in the house and got COVID and pneumonia and don't have nobody there to be like, I might need to call the emergency or EMS. I don't think you looking too good over there. Because you a stubborn old black man that don't say shit.
Yes.
And then you wake up dead the next day. You know what I mean? Like, this is what marriage is for, people. Not who gonna take my money and who gonna take the house and who gonna, you know, buy the Gucci bag. Nah, man. We talking about the long term of marriage. That's where that loyalty and devotion and love really kicks in. The diaper change.
And this is why I say you can't be with someone who's unhealthy, who's smoking all the time, who's drinking all the time, and you over here eating healthy, taking care of your body, going to your doctors and say that you love that person. You don't fucking love that person because you're seeing their bad habits. You're seeing that every morning they're making a decision and every night they're making a decision to lessen the days of their life living here on earth with you. So how the fuck can you say that you honestly love each other? Because one of y'all gonna go earlier than the other person acting like that.
That's irresponsible. Back to these messages.
I definitely have to agree with She Gets It Pod. Marriage is something, I mean, weddings are things that people are propping up, but they're getting into obscene amounts of debt because they want to keep up with the Joneses and have something that's Instagram worthy and super flashy, but they're not thinking about the longevity of their marriage. So I feel you. I would go to City Hall, have just like a cute little ring and just call it a day and rather to work on my marriage than spend hella money on a wedding, even though I do want a big old wedding too. But I'd rather have a longer term successful marriage than a flashy wedding.
Right. I'm gonna be at courthouse like, ring pop. What flavor you got? I got cherry. What you got? Grape. All right, let's do this thing. Like, come on now.
$45, please.
And let's keep it 100% funky. All these millionaires that all these men are looking up to, guess what? They all get married.
Cause they ain't done.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna need you men to stop acting like you only get married because a woman wants you to get married. Once you start settling down and you start falling in love and you want to form a family and you want to protect that family, protect your assets, protect what you have grown, you're gonna get married to someone, if you're smart enough, that's gonna be able to put you in that type of position. Don't act like this. Act like all women are like, oh, we just want your money, we just want your money, we just want your money. When the fact is, men want to get married too. Like, y'all want some real stupid shit.
Bondell came here with the violence. Yes.
Got the smoke for y'all niggas tonight. But the other thing I was gonna say is, as far as what y'all niggas have to look forward to right now is dating is only getting worse. So I don't think it's gonna get any better. I mean, I can't. There's just more and more options, more and more unrealistic expectations that people are setting, and more toxic people running around here trying to act like they know what the fuck they're talking about. So therefore, when you do meet someone that you like, wait a minute, you halfway normal, and I'm attracted to you, and you got shit going for yourself, and we can build together, and we can make this work, and we can have kids, and we grow together, then fucking do it. You ain't gonna be talking about, but is you gonna try and take half of this $45,075 a year that I'm making because I want to be rich? Like, shut up. Like, ain't nobody trying to take your money like that, bro. Like, go on and be happy. Just
listen, my mom is 68 years old. She's been married already. My dad died when he was like, I want to say 92. And I already told my mom, you might not ever see me get married in your life. Just because the way that people moving out here is shifty and I don't want to end up on Snapped. But I told her maybe one day, very later on, I might do it. And I'm in no rush to do it. You know how women be having the magazines, they watch the show Married at First Sight, and they get so stuck into what this assumption of what this is supposed to be like. I'm not into The Bachelor, basically pimping on TV for entertainment. I'm not into people marrying complete strangers on TV for other people's entertainment and exploitation. Marriage is real to me. That's why when men who are married pursue me in DMs or in public, I'm so disgusted.
Yeah, as you should be. And that's another thing that's hurting what the value of marriage is, what you just said. All these raggedy ass TV shows making a mockery of it. Oh, Married at First 5 Minutes. Oh, 90 Day Fiance. Oh, The Bachelor with only one black person ever. Oh, right. Like that always makes marriage look like they're making a mockery of it. So most of y'all would think, oh yeah, what's the point? But you watching reality TV. There's a bunch of raggedy ass, half of them are fake actors, and then the other ones are in Hollywood just trying jobs and don't give a fuck about no real love. Like, so you can't take that seriously. Don't let that be your guide as to what marriage is about just because the media is misleading you. Like, marriage is still a real thing. There's still real people out there. Yo, because y'all can't sit there and act like, well, I mean, some of y'all can, but not everybody that you know on this earth that's in a relationship is miserable. I have a lot of married friends who are in our age bracket that are happy as fuck. Let's let that be known too. It ain't just the guys coming to me behind the back like, oh, I hate being married. No, they're perfectly fine with their wives. And they're appreciative because they know how terrible it is out here. I feel sorry for some of y'all single people, man. I feel sorry for some of y'all. You know what I mean? Back to the messages.
And here's another thing about love. There's no fucking thing as unconditional love between a man and a woman. The only unconditional love that I think really exists is for your fucking blood relatives, usually for your family, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, your parents, your children. Those to me are more unconditional love because you can't divorce them motherfuckers. You feel me? Other love usually comes with conditions. Woman might say, I love him unconditionally. Let that nigga lose his job. A man might say, I love her unconditionally. Let her withhold the pussy and you ain't attracted no more. You know what I'm saying? So, there are conditions on love between men and women. Let's be honest, in a romantic relationship. Unconditional love is really, you should have unconditional love for yourself and your relatives. Period.
Well, let me add on the first floor. You ain't getting no unconditional love at the stages of dating. Like you ain't no unconditional love there. The unconditional love is developed over time with an individual, because the unconditional love is what I'm talking about, wiping your ass and changing your diapers when you get older. That, my man, is unconditional fucking love, because that ain't your blood relative and you're willing to do it for him. So think about it like that. You know what I mean? Like, that person wasn't your mother or your father. You'll change your mom and your dad's diapers because those people brought you in this world and took care of you if you were blessed enough to have your parents. But to have someone that you grew old with, and now she or he is pushing you around the wheelchair, picking up your pee off the floor and all that stuff, that is unconditional love. Because you weren't born in that person's life. Y'all met at some point and you grew to love that person so much that you're willing to change their depends. How is that not unconditional? Because I know I wouldn't do that shit for somebody I was dating for a month and a half. You better believe that shit. That shit's unconditional. It grew into it. You gotta grow into it.
I gotta get in these messages quick.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be skipping around in these messages real quick. All right.
But yo, Vondell, real talk though, I'm out here in these streets. I work nights, so if you really trying to have this conversation, we can go back and forth in a respectful manner and come to a medium. I'm open to that if you're open to that as well. Great show, guys.
He wrong. And he has a problem with women because he has some self-healing to do. We don't have nothing to do with why he don't fuck with women. That's on him.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Who's she talking about?
Who are we talking about? Hold up.
Why don't women pursue men more often? Women pursue men all the time. Is that when you have on the gatekeeping lens, then you can't see that the women are always pursuing men. That's a thing.
All right, Danielle. All right. Eco, what he talking about?
You need that ride or die. But also you need that one person to tell you you're fucking stupid.
Yes.
But it is what it is. I mean, to pursue a man more often, that's what women kind of feel for. And I mean, I don't really know. I just watch TV shows. I ain't lying about it. But, I am a man that's attracted to man too. So, I know I have to pursue and help him out, but just because we both man doesn't mean he has to do the same thing. So, just saying.
Listen, I'm out here learning. That is all.
Yep.
All right, we got Sammy.
Yeah, I really agree with you guys, and I want to say meow.
Okay. That's how you feel.
My earlier message didn't send. So what I was saying is I am currently taking the posture of allowing men to pursue me, because I know that when I was younger, I would be the one who was the pursuer or tried to initiate, and, it would either work out for a little while, but ultimately not turn into something real, or I would get rejected and get my feelings hurt. So after, in my 20s, taking a few years break from dating just to work on myself, I am now adopting the posture of allowing men to pursue me. And right now I'm talking to somebody. I'm really enjoying where things are. So far, so good. However, I'm resisting the urge to just pick up the phone and be like, hey, let's go out for a picnic. I got my vaccine. We can just wear masks and stay 6 feet apart and go to the park because I want to be in your company and I want to, get to talk to you and see you face to face because I know that would be perceived as thirsty.
No. Don't do that. Reach out to him. Let him know you want to do stuff. Because just like you two are dating, there's still other options for him on the table. And if you not reaching out to him and acting and showing interest, and it's always on him, trust me, the other options will pull his interest away, and you're going to lose out. Pursue, go back and forth. This is not, a man don't have to always do the invite. You could do the invite for the dick. I'm telling you, that is a trap for failure for women. Once y'all initially in and the man done got you or whatever and you're interested, do not do the waiting. I was waiting for you to hit me up, because niggas will just walk off and start paying attention to somebody else. Our attention span is not very long in this dating pool. We've been saying all night, too many options. It's too many options to not be emotionally honest and let that man know what you want to do. If you want to see him, see him. Don't do this. Oh, I'll wait for him to hit me up, because all he's doing is thinking the same thing and going, well, I don't want to hit her up because I'm trying to see being too available. Trust me, don't do it. Go on and let him know you want to hang out if you want it to work. Just being real.
All right. We giving gems tonight.
Telling you.
Okay. I just want to say to everybody, because y'all been consistently dropping comments since 9 o'clock. It is now 12:04 a.m. I want to listen to all of these realistically, and I don't know. So that's why I'm skipping around. I don't want to skip people, but I want everybody to get a chance to speak. So I'm finding who's new on here and letting it play. So give me a second. Walk that walk. You basically been doing the show with us tonight.
Also, I changed the name of it.
Listen, who else been on consistently? Courtney been on here this consistently. Truth Beneath the Surface, you've been on here consistently. Who is this? Pedro, who are you? Where you at?
You know what I'm saying? So that is a great quality for a woman. I love when women ask me their opinion, and don't just ask me your opinion and then just, shit on it, my response. But like when a woman asks an opinion, it's a great thing, because it matters. Did they care what the fuck you give a fuck about? Like if they might be trying to buy a car, what you think about this car? Is this a good price? Blah, blah, blah. So like that is a great quality in a woman, to value her man's opinion, let him be a leader, and take that into account. A good man, though.
Yeah. Keyword, a good man. All right, let's get around. Here we go.
What? Why are y'all talking about everything that just happened on my talk? Oh my God, both of you. I love both of you right now. I'm about to talk some shit. I gotta blow some steam off. Woo! Let's go.
Oh man, it caught you a little late in the game, homie. Shit.
You could still play.
Yeah, no, I'm going back.
Yes, she gets it, Pot. If two women are talking, men don't get in it. Don't get in the conversation if two women are talking. That's not your place. That's not your conversation. I was on a chat. I'm on a chat with, what's his name, CYMB or whatever. And I'm throwing names out. Yeah, because you was fake for that. I'm on the station with him, and some female going to pop up in there. And we going back and forth, and he going to jump in it. I told him don't jump in it. He's still going to jump in it. Nigga, that's a bitch move. Y'all can't do that. In Dungeon, you're right. All these parents raising these bitch ass kids. They all acting out and shooting up shit and don't know how to act. Because their parents ain't raised them right. Fake badass little kids with no home training, acting like they tough and shit, virtually tough. Get the fuck out of here.
Where she was at? Where he been at? Jesus Christ.
I like this. Big talk, right? I could see why she was mad. I called her a bitch right out the blue. But I could tell she was one. My fault. That's probably where I went wrong, calling her a bitch. And then she was like, I'm not your friend. You don't know me. Da-da-da. She ain't have to do all that. But whatever. She did what she did. But fuck it. I ain't even realize what I did. But when you said that, that makes sense. Bitch is an act, though. Bitch. Ain't nobody no bitch. It's not. I feel like that's a word of expression for me. I'm not talking about for everybody. I'm just saying for me. But yeah, everybody's still getting to know everyone on here. But don't get disrespectful like it's the streets and shit, like it's real life shit, like you could see me. That's what I was thinking. But I do understand where she's coming from with that. And I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to be the bigger person and apologize in front of all 20 plus listeners and on here. So I'm going to apologize. But don't disrespect me for no nigga. Don't disrespect me. As a woman, don't disrespect me, period.
I hear that.
Oh my God. Yes, she gets it. Yo, your name is so perfect. I don't understand them fucking lashes. Like, what? You walking around sleepy. Them shits look like caterpillars, like some National Geographic shit. Like, what the fuck? And they don't even be installed properly. It is so bad. So bad. Like, why? Why? Where did yeah, them fucking lashes. Thank you, she gets it. Yes, you do get it. And hi, Dungeon. How are you tonight?
What up, what up, what up? Back to 'em. We skipping around here, people. We trying to skip around and get the new voices heard up in here. We definitely thank the loyals that was in here.
And then too, if you're not ready to get married, that's has something to do with yourself. That doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. That's you individually, Mike. That's your problem.
Yes.
Every woman in the world does not have to make up for your small, medium-sized dick that you said you got.
Hey.
Because you complained about that, Peter.
Hey.
So, what that tell us?
No medium.
You have low self-esteem. No woman wants that. Level up.
Listen, it's some big dick motherfuckers out here with low self-esteem too.
Let's believe it.
It's because they make the guy look like Pepe Le Pew. Well, a sucker. My bad. I apologize. But if a woman does do that, that just means he's basically like the girl now. After he does that, you might as well just transform. Pause.
Social media has done for us,
Hippie, please speak for yourself, because I do not want to get on a knee and propose to any man. I feel like I want the man to say, yes, I want you to be my wife. I say yes, and I want you to be my husband. But I want him to be the one that proposes the idea of marriage, because I have an idea of how I want my household to be ran. And if his morals or his structure meets the same as my structure, then yes. So if that's not how it works in your home, then that's not how it works in your home. Or that's not how it works for your friends or your people, your family members or whatever. That's cool. There's a lot of women that might work for. But women like me, we want a man to propose saying, hey, yes, I want to be married to you and I want you and me to build a home together. Now, if a woman's cool with that, hey, fine, but not me.
Preach on there. Preach.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Dungeon. You are both totally entitled to your opinion, as am I. And I will admit, I have a character fault of coming across very demonstrative sometimes in expressing my opinion. So yeah, like, and I guess I just, I was being judgmental, I guess, of your opinions, right? Because hey, this is your show, this is your platform, right? So at that point, it kind of becomes a little bit more of an opinion, at least to my mind, right? So that's why I was just voicing my counter narrative to the opinions you were putting out there. But absolutely, we are all entitled to our own, as it should be.
Oh, good. No, we got that.
Yo, walk that walk, man. Don't be talking to my babe, you heard? Don't be talking to my babe out there. I mean, you're in love now. Don't be talking to my babe, man. Babe, tell him that you single, man. What's going on, man? Tell him that you taking. What's up with this thing?
He's still trying to talk to you or what? But remember, Shan, he's homeless, so he's not a alley that you try to go up. Remember that.
Lord.
So, a woman can do it too, and your ass can get up and do it too. Talking about a man, because I am one.
A woman can do what too?
I'm gonna play his next one that came after this.
The work goes both ways. It's not just a woman pursuing a man. Woo her to make her want to pursue you.
Yeah, we basically explained that throughout the night.
Reciprocation.
I mean, I feel you,
My bad.
Dungeon. I'm not miserable lonely because I am single by choice. But at the same time, sometimes I do want to watch a movie with someone and cuddle up on the couch and eat snacks together. Sometimes I do want to go out to dinner to a fancy restaurant with a dude. Like, I don't know. I can entertain myself. I can enjoy my own company. I can make my own self come. But companionship is nice every now and then.
Yeah.
Especially if you can find a life partner.
Yeah.
My issue with all of that is I want all of that, and I want the ending result is I want you to leave.
Somebody will give you all that. They're not just gonna walk out. They're gonna be like, "So
I want you to go
right?
home."
You can be like, "Nah." They be like, "What the? You want all this good treatment? You a treatment option? Okay."
And also, with the modern day society and the modern day situation, I think women are pursuing more because in a pandemic, they might feel like they have to. Because, of course a nigga can slide in your DMs, but like it's a new normal. Like, going outside is damn near prohibited. So to get pursued because you were looking beautiful in the streets is not really an option at the moment. So, people doing what they got to do, man.
It is if you live in Georgia. We've been open like free pussy.
Yo, y'all Georgians, boy, Jesus Christ. Ain't never had to close down. Ain't never had to.
We ain't closed shit.
Y'all just been partying the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to thank y'all. Great pod, Dungeon. I started following you. Shan, we still got to do a pod together. Nothing but love for both of y'all. Great show. Clap it up. Fire emojis. All that.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yo, Vonda, I hear you. I had a father. I got a father. My parents are still married, just so you know. If you're talking about divorce, check this out. Women divorce men at 80%. Marriages are ended by women 80% of the time. So you're talking about, we're suckers because we don't want to get married. No, because y'all leave. Y'all leave. Y'all file for divorce more than anything. And studies show that, since you want to do statistics, studies show that men and women cheat at the same rate. So we cheat at the same rate, yet y'all file for divorce more than likely, and 80% of the time, y'all get paid and we don't. Explain the benefit. And then, if we have kids, we get teared from our kids. And it's trauma on our children. That's why I'm saying that. So you're talking about...
Come on, TV.
I love the saying that Jill Scott said, if you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do. If you can't, you can't. So there's a vibe that a man gives off for certain women like me, like I consider myself an alpha female. If you're giving me the vibe that I can trust your leadership, then I will say, yes, you can lead me because we're going in the same direction.
Yes.
But if I feel like you're going to lead me off a cliff, boy, bye.
Bye. Bye.
Some of my messages haven't been played yet. Just want to give
We
you guys
trying.
a heads up.
I'm sorry, we trying.
Yeah, I'm working through. I was trying to get to the new people. I'm skipping around. I don't know who said that again. That was one back up
Unicorn.
Here. Unicorn. Hold on, let me get to one of hers. Luckily I got to that one, so I knew she wasn't gonna play.
I know that's right, honey. I know that's right, Obsidian. You better enjoy yourself, okay? You better enjoy his company. Definitely don't call him right away. Like, allow him to invite you on a date. Just, what you could do, though, subtly, you could put out hints and be like, hey, there's this movie I'd like to go see. And then wait for him to invite you. Like, if he says, I can meet you at 5 this evening or something, just throw out hints about places you like to go, things you like to do, and then see if he picks up the hint.
That's a good idea. Great idea, actually.
Oh, and Dungeon, I truly love that mental image of myself being on my knee proposing to a man while I eat his ass. That was fucking classic.
Wow.
That truly was. But also just throw it out there. I do not have any daughters nor sons, and I never will have to, express my opinions to raise on how to live their lives. So I'm one of those, assholes out there on the edges who's never going to be a parent, fucking hollering at other parents about what they're doing and maybe how it's wrong or maybe what they should do. But you know what? I can also admit that. So there's that.
Don't worry, I'll do it for you. I have no problem yelling at other parents, with or without kids. Trust me.
Hey, simplistic, start over. Simplistic, pimp linguistics, indifferent, pull a chick within 6 minutes. So get with it.
Listen.
Shout out to the Obama phones. They always die early. I feel you on that.
Damn, Shane.
Who got Obama phone? I was in my car because I have my mom at my house. I'm trying to be nice.
Get your man. Put this nigga on a leash. He's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, good.
Boo. We want a flashy wedding to let everybody know, look, this is the partner I love. We spending it all on this wedding.
No, we not.
We going in.
No, we not.
100%.
No, we not. We going to Greece and we going to the courthouse.
Yeah. I'm trying to own a home after this. I ain't got time for
right.
All that. And then we can do the flashy wedding in our big ass backyard.
Right.
Everybody won't know what they want in a mate. Let's quit acting like people don't know what they want. We all know what we want, and we go after what we want. So what is y'all talking about? What is he talking about?
We don't all go after
unrealistic expectations. Either you gonna be that fit or you not. That ain't unrealistic. Either you gonna get the job or not. That's just real life. That's reality.
That's a thug life.
Yeah, definitely. That's not for everybody.
So I've been sitting back listening, mostly because I was doing my sister's hair, but I've been with you guys since the beginning. But I'm just going to take a moment to answer the question, why don't women pursue men more? I will speak for myself. When I was like in middle and high school and some early college, I've had the confidence enough to be like, hey dude, I like you. Let's talk. Like, do you like me back? And then more often than not, it'd be like, no, or it'd be like, yeah, sure. And then it just wouldn't work out. But I realized that it was, like I was putting myself in positions where I was being vulnerable and getting hurt. And so after, in my 20s, being in relationships and stuff, I took a break from dating for a while. And right now I'm taking the posture of not being so forward or not being so, pursuing guys because I want to protect my energy.
Okay. I hear that.
So yeah, I am protecting my heart. I am protecting my energy and inviting men who are ready and willing to pursue me so that I can avoid getting my feelings hurt like I did in the past. That is why I do not pursue men anymore. But it's a struggle. I'll keep it at that. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah. I'm definitely not going to tell my daughters not to pursue a man that they want when they're a woman. Love is kind of like checkers for me. You jump me, I jump you. You jump me, I jump you. And eventually I'll become queen and you queen me. Okay? That's what I'm teaching my daughters. But it's reciprocation at the end of the day.
So, and I just want to add on to that. The reason why I'm going to do that is because show generations has taught me that if you don't teach your kids anything, other kids will teach them things.
Right.
And it might just be same sexual things and not giving them an option to choose the heterosexual route because that might be toxic. So in order for me to get my opinion in there, I'm going to throw it in. I'm never going to ever judge my child to tell them who they can or cannot date because I know
Right.
that pushes them the other way. But
Exactly.
I don't give them the tools so that they can make a healthy, educated, and well thought out decision with who they lay down with, and hopefully do it in a protected way, because all of you filthy adults now in your 30s and 40s are never using condoms, and we know this is a fact. Next message.
She was saying that confident for herself, because all she gotta do is be more confident and stuff will come better for you. You know, I feel you on that. The way you said it means that means a lot for you. That's our number one rule. I like that.
Oh, you gotta. Oh, God.
And she gets it. You hilarious with the broom lashes. That is a pet peeve of mine.
I hate
Chicks walking around with 2 fucking tarantula spiders on their eyelids and with a pie face, but makeup caked on like icing on a cake.
Like, don't touch my shirt. Don't hug me like this. Don't blink. Oh no, I can't cry. My makeup. She got lashes on so thick you don't even know what color her eyes are.
Yep. And you know that face is gonna look crazy when all that makeup come off. Crazy.
Just effing do it. That's what I'm talking about. If you want it, you got it. Get it. But don't be trying to like do back and the forth thing. It's like, stop doing the woman. Stop doing the man thing. Stop doing everything. It's just like, if you like them, you like them. But I do agree that a man should woo a woman for her to pursue him. Most definitely.
And to TBS, I'm up for a debate. I mean, I definitely see where you're coming from in terms of, you know, there are a lot of things that can happen from the man and the woman's side, but certain things sound very bitter from both ends. So like when a woman's like, oh, all men ain't shit because blah, 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 and all they do is walk out and blah, 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 blah. I feel like you picked the wrong guy. You know what I mean? And no, I haven't been married, but I was a child of a man who talked that crazy shit. He talked crazy shit about my mom, who bust her ass to take care of me and my brother. And I had to set him straight because he was like, oh, all she do is take my money, take my money. Meanwhile, my mom was working, trying to help us, and we barely had, money to do anything. So it's the same thing. When a man, there's a lot of men that bitter out there. They make fucked up decisions and then they blame women for it. So it goes both ways.
Okay, so 2 things. One, I would love to listen to this show with TBS and Vondell.
Definitely,
It was very entertaining and will be nothing but gems. 2, I am dropping a must listen to show tomorrow for She Gets It that is titled It's an Us Problem. Okay? And I'm talking about this black women ain't shit, this black men ain't shit that people are on right now, that is all across Clubhouse, all across Twitter, always a topic of conversation, and how embarrassing it is for other ethnicities to see how we hate each other and at the same time complain when other ethnicities hate us. So the problem starts and is corrected with us first, because we have to be the examples, because we are the generation that knows better.
Yeah. Please, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm in on that one. I got to see that. I got to hear that one.
We'll be on She Gets It podcast tomorrow on your podcast platforms.
I'm subscribed.
Okay, Dungeon, I hear you. And definitely fuck participation trophies. And again, it's not about how I need to hear you say it. I'm a word nerd. I'm a nerd in general. I kind of felt pompous for saying this, but just for some context, I read the dictionary for fun. So I literally take other people's words literally. So, and I know maybe that's another character defect of mine. I'm anal, and it's obviously annoying, but that's all. It's not how I need to hear somebody say something. It's just when somebody says something, I take it for, what their